One of my favorite quotes is the quote by Forrest Whitcraft that says, in 100 years, it won't matter what your bank account was, what kind of house you lived in, or the kind of car you drove, but the world may be different because you are important in the life of a child. And that's one of the quotes that I try to live my life by. It's the reason that I became a teacher, is because I want to make a difference. When I was in first grade, I had the incredible privilege of having an inspirational teacher named Mrs. Heinrich. And ever since the time I was in her class as a 6-year-old, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. And as I grew up, I never faltered from that dream. And in high school and college, I had the privilege of going back to Mrs. Heinrich's classroom and learning from her, not as a student, but as somebody who was pursuing that dream and that passion as well. And she was just as inspirational, if not more, than as she was when I was a little 6-year-old in her class. And when I graduated college, I had the incredible opportunity to start teaching 5th grade, and I loved every second of it. And over the past few years, I've definitely learned a lot. My first year, when I got my roster, I found out I had a couple of our kids that were in our CSD program. And I won't lie, it was a little intimidating because I was thinking, how am I not only going to meet the needs of all the kids in my class, but these 2 kiddos as well. And throughout that year, I had incredible support and I learned a lot. But that year also taught me that I wasn't just making a difference in those kids' lives, they were making a difference in my life. And throughout the last few years, I've had several experiences that showed me just that. Last year, I had a kid in our AN program, and on the last day of school, he showed up in my room about 20 minutes before the kids were supposed to be here. And I said, good morning, how are you? And he goes, I'm good, but I was kind of hoping you weren't going to be in our classroom. And I said, oh, I can leave for a few minutes. Did you want to do something? And he goes, yeah, but it's a surprise, so I can't tell you what I'm doing. And I said, okay. And so I left and I said, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And he said, okay. And so I went and I made copies and I ran some errands and I came back and he was standing in my room with the biggest smile on his face. And he had hung streamers and he had this poster and he had a candy bouquet, and he just looked at me and he said, thank you for teaching me this year and for making a difference. And I couldn't hold back the tears because to have a kid like that express his feelings in that way was incredible. And every year and every day I'm amazed by the little things like that the kids don't realize they're saying or doing, but that make a difference in our lives. And so why I've wanted to be a teacher and why I continue to want to pursue that dream is because not only can I make a difference in the kids' lives, they can make a difference in mine every single day.